everybody, you join me on a big stone thing. I did more work to the custom camera mount for this camera for the Insta360 One X. You saw the last video, and then it's actually quite a lot easier because it would be... Oh, why is that? Oh no! it kind of broke, and it was my fault entirely, so I took it and I fixed it. That should be right. Okay, if I hold it like that, I should be okay. Yeah, now it's all welded up. I've re-drilled the holes and now it's bolted through with locking nuts, much thicker hardware. It's far more solid than it was before. I also strengthened up the welds onto the plates, so in theory now this is much more rigid and a lot stronger. I hope the extra rigidity doesn't mean that it actually vibrates more. If there is something that happens, I can actually, because I've got longer bolts now, I can put some foam or something in between there and try and isolate it a little bit. But the reason I didn't go with that straight away is I thought, well, if there's bolts going through, it's going to transfer it that way. So, I'm appreciating the sun. Don't complain about it being cold. Appreciate the sun. Don't complain about it being cold. It's so cold! Contenders ready. Beef ready. Let me see your many beeves! Many beeves! By the way, beeves is a real word. We discovered this the other day. It means multiple beef. Beeves. It's brilliant. Reno doesn't like it. She thinks it shouldn't exist. I love it. Derek, you have many beeves. Here, we observe the grey-haired man feeding the swans, seagulls, and other creatures. He's feeding them on the minced limbs of his victims. The torsos are kept for bacon. I am now going to ride into the sea. Should we go for like a "wow, that's risky" thumbnail? His tail's gone. That was there this morning. His tail's been lost literally today. There, Derek. You are still the bike of many beeves, even though you don't have a tail. I actually, I asked Jake to look into how much the body panels and stuff would be from America, because in the UK it's far more expensive, and you can't actually get half the Ace Abyss bits here, or all the, is it RTEC or something, I don't know, but he had a look into it, and it's going to end up costing me probably about 250 quid to replace all the plastics, including delivery, to get back to the UK. And I also noticed my handguard, I knew it had a crack in it, but whoa! liking it, but it's been getting worse. So it goes down through here, up, and then up through here, and yeah. I mean, it still works. It's fine. Derek, it's kind of nice that he's a bit scratched up like this, and it's just plastics. To know that the bike actually, like, mechanically is fine, and once I've done the little tiny surface rusty bits, that'll be better as well. It's nice to know that an entire body kit for it's like less than 300 quid. But as I say, then if I did it, I wouldn't want to scratch it. So it's kind of like, you know, win some, you lose some. Let's go. People in that car are probably like, what the hell? I won't be here too long. I just want to see what this looks like. This is very much a testing video, and I like to see what things look like from unique perspectives like this. What's this? What's this? It looks like some salad. No, it's not. It's some parsnip peelings, some carrot peelings, and some broccoli stems. Well, of course. Why wouldn't you bring that here and dump it? Reminds me of my old days messing around on push bikes. This is the thing. Riding this is like when I was like 14 and I had a push bike and I used to mess around on it. Like I was really into, not mountain biking, but like street mountain biking. Had a nice bike, did loads of custom work to it, new brakes, did everything. Do you know, it's very much like what I've done with bikes. Apart from it was so much cheaper, I could do a lot more. Number plate says 1JKJ. Who are they? They're probably famous. I guess we'll never know who could be within that car. Oh, I can't wait for spring when it warms up a bit. I want to get into the country roads, but the reason I don't bother in the winter is just because it's wet and muddy. It is virtually no fun because you can't go around any corner at any speed because you don't know what's going to be on the other side, be that vehicle or just mud. Mud, mud, mud. Mud and leaves, mud and death, death and mud. It's like the Somme. I'm now in a little gang. Yeah, bike gang, woo! Why are you counter steering, mate? He was like counter leaning, that was weird. Sorry, can I? Filter, my dudes, filter. That's why I didn't go for that gap, because I knew she was going to do that little Okay, now you're braking for no reason. I really do need to get back home and start editing this Vendetta review. I filmed it this morning and I was about to edit it and I was like, no, I want to test this camera out. I fixed this yesterday and then it peed with rain. Well, the mount's not broken and it looks more rigid. I'm hoping that means it's not vibrating all to hell. Go right, go left, go right, go left, go right. Nice cyclists. Why is it that cyclists have to go along going every 2 seconds? Spreading all your coughs and diseases. What if a mouse contracted the common cold and it mutated with a shrew and then we ended up with shrew flu and it absolutely wiped out everyone on Earth? Of course, it is the part of the video we must mention a big thanks to the Patreon supporters and all the people that help support this channel by doing things like subscribing and remembering to like the videos and maybe grabbing a TIG welded keychain from my Etsy store. I still have stuff on there, I'm just not making clocks at the moment. All my stickers on there as well. I need a fair facsimile of green laning and its bumpiness, so why don't we go over here? Oh, because it's wet grass, that's why. Kind of feels like green laning. How's it looking? How's it doing? Is my camera mount the shiz? Is it the shiz bits? Is it the shiz knees? Is it the beeves? How many beeves are you doing? There used to be blocks. I don't care how many blocks you're doing. I want to know how many beeves you're doing. I want to know how many beeves you're doing. When did that happen? And why did that happen? That's interesting. If I just not tighten this up enough. Yeah, I hadn't. That had another good couple of twists in it. My hands have been too cold to actually use any force. Oh, here's a good point, actually. Spicy, why don't you stand up when you're riding? Can you see how much I'm leant over right now? Like, it's a proper flex. So if I hit a bump, I'm going over the bars. There's nothing I can do about it. I'd have to, and to bend my knees to be able to stand up, I'm literally squatting like I'm shitting. On that note, I feel like when you find yourself bouncing up and down on a bike, making fart noises, you're probably procrastinating. It's time to go home and do some work. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this is better. It does actually look like it's done a much better job. It's a lot stronger, definitely. So this should be cool for the future. Doesn't really get in the way. Doesn't look too bad because I've given it a lick of blue paint, so it kind of like hides in a bit. Even though the colour's not even quite close. This isn't even recording anymore. You probably didn't get to see me in a way. This is terrible. This is a travesty. F's in the chat. Catch you next time. If you enjoyed this video and the other content on the channel, please consider following the links in the description to show your support.